All right, guys, big interview for you today with Rex Grossman. We honestly think you guys are going to love it, so I hope you do. And shout out to Miller Lite, man. We had a great time with them, like I said, last Sunday at Timothy O'Toole's. We're on the road the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
So
Couch.
yes, couch. Or go out and support these local Chicago bars.
True.
Drink your buckets of Miller Lite because I know
I'm couch. I'm couch and delivery, but yeah, you go get on out there.
Yeah, exactly. But if you don't, though, if you are on your couch and you're not going to want to leave because, like we said, the weather actually is starting to finally turn, you got to get it delivered to you, okay? And you can do it with MillerLite.com/stretch because Miller Lite, man, it's a taste you can depend on. It's a great beer. It's trusted by beer lovers for 50 years. 96 calories and just 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Miller time is always a good time. Miller Lite, the official beer partner of our Chicago Bears. Go to MillerLite.com/stretch to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly at Miller Brewing Company in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Get your bonfire beers in.
Ooh, yeah.
I know, the adults, trick-or-treating's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have your Miller Lite poured into a cup and,
there you go.
walk the block.
Yeah.
Miller Lite. Go get your Miller Lite. All right, everybody. Welcome to the stretch. We are on a boat on Navy Pier right now. We are with Rex Grossman. Rex, thank you for doing this, dude. We're fired up to have you.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's going to be fun.
So you're doing these cruises here. It's with City Cruises Live, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Is this the first, media you've done in a while? First time back in Chicago?
We've done this once already before. We got another one in next month. I think it's November 20th or something like that. And it's a fun chance to hang out with Alex Brown and Brian Urlacher, and everybody comes on these boats and just asks us questions, and we share some stories and just have fun and hang out, and everybody gets to eat and drink and, just tell fun football stories.
I love it. Well, like I said, we're pumped to have you. Before we get into some Bears, I do want to talk some college. I know you're Florida through and through, but are you rooting for IU with the rise and what's going on right now?
Oh, there's no doubt, dude. I grew up going to every single IU football game, and we would get there 3 hours before the game, throw the football, and that's kind of how I started with my cousins and my friends, sons. We would throw the football as far as we could and sneak around and then go in and watch the games from time till I was 18, and I watched enough Indiana-Iowa football games that were 9-6. I was like, could I possibly go to Florida, play in the Florida State games? That's what I want to do.
Oh, you didn't want to punt from the 34?
No.
Yeah.
So now that the fact that they are good, it is blowing my mind, blowing on my friend's mind. Everybody's already texted me saying, hey, the national championship game's in Miami, and I live down there, so we're booking a flight. So everybody's hopes are up, and my hopes are up. I'm so excited about it, and but Gators are still number one. But
yeah,
close second are the Hoosiers.
IU.
Sure.
Do you think if IU was as good as they are now when you were a high school senior that you would have gone to IU?
Possibly. For sure.
Yeah.
I just wanted to play on a team that was competing for national championships and threw the ball a lot, or at least had an emphasis in throwing the ball and playing in big games. That from when I was deciding, I wanted to play meaningful football games and on teams that threw the ball. Yeah. So they seem to fit all those things.
So what was that recruiting pitch from Spurrier? It was just like, I'm going to let you chuck it 60 times?
Well, I was in high school when Danny Werfer was killing it.
Okay.
And so I kind of had to recruit myself to Florida.
Really?
Yeah. My spring break of my junior year, I go down there and I got letters. They didn't quite know who I was, but I had my highlight tape and got an unofficial visit, and Spurrier happened to be in the building and not playing golf. So I was like, here's my tape. And he was like, yeah, all right, throw it on. And he watched it, he liked it, and then we had a 3-hour lunch afterwards, and then 2 weeks later I got a letter in the mail. Because at that point it was Purdue, Penn State that were really recruiting me, and a little bit of IU and some other Big Ten schools, but I wanted to play in those type of environments at the time. And as soon as I got that letter, I said yes, 100% yes. Yeah. So it worked out.
What do you have any great Spurrier stories? What was he like as a guy? Because we asked AB, And he was like, I never talked to him in 4 years because I was on defense. So, like, what was he like to be his quarterback?
I talked to him every single day.
Yeah.
I listened to him every single day. And he was the funniest person I think I've ever met. He's an insult comic just as a natural-born insult comic. Like, Don Rickles is how he coached.
Okay.
And, you know, you don't do something right, he'll grill you, but it is hilarious. It is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he does that to the linemen and the receivers and just kind of like, you know, that, and then something that would just crush you.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't you, everyone would laugh. And that was his way of like getting at you. So, but he was a genius of mastering schemes to beat coverages. And my favorite thing about playing for him was he allowed me to, you know, decide what's your favorite coverage beaters. Like, you see him go into cover 3. What are your favorite cover 3 beaters? You see him going into 2-man. What are your favorite cover 2-man beaters? And go into the game with 3 or 4 of those, and then right before the snap, you could signal those route beaters, and it was like a cheat code. You know, it's like Madden. You're playing at the line, like, let me check, and I never really was able to do that in the NFL. It was kind of call it and run it. So, you know, wish I had that in the NFL, but and the best quarterbacks in the NFL do have that, and you kind of have to earn that badge, I think.
Yeah.
You know, Tom Brady wasn't Tom Brady the first 3 or 4 years, even though he'd won a Super Bowl. But once he was like the Tom Brady that we all know, he was running the show because, you know, he was commanding the offense, and he allowed me to command the offense in college, and it made it so much fun.
Yeah.
So when you were initially drafted here, were you fired up to just be drafted in the first round, or were you like, I'm getting used to the Florida lifestyle? Did you have your sights set somewhere else, or what were your thoughts about the Bears then?
Actually, my sister lived in Lincoln Park, and she was like 9 months pregnant. She was like, you're coming to me. I'm about to have this baby. I want to be with you during the draft. So I had no idea, excuse me, that I was going to get drafted by Chicago at all. Actually, on the flight, they traded the 3rd pick to somebody for the 13th and the 22nd pick. And
you want to grab a
I'm
water?
losing my voice.
Yeah, do you want some water?
Let's get you a water.
Yeah, let's get him a water.
Good. Yeah, so like I was saying, they traded the 13th pick to the 22nd pick, and I was like, well, maybe there's a chance, like, on that Southwest flight up here. And then they picked me with the 22nd pick, and we were in a hotel room right here, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I looked out the window down Michigan Avenue, and I was like, holy shit, I'm here.
That's crazy.
And our whole family, we drove up in 3 or 4 cars to House Hall, and I was like, God damn, this is the shit. I love it. And I had the best 6 years of my life. My sister was here. My family was close from Indiana, and
probably had a ton of college friends up here or high school friends from IU up here.
Yeah, we would party in the off season, and like, it was so much fun. I had a lot of ups, a lot of downs. I had some injuries. Went to the Super Bowl, got benched, came back, this and that. All that being said, I made a ton of money. I had so much fun. I played in the Super Bowl. And everybody can say whatever the fuck you want to say. I still had the best 6 years of your life. You would do it if you could do it. I loved it.
Dude, no. So that's what we were talking about before this, because, like, full disclosure, we're friends with Alex, and he told us when he told us we were doing this, we're like, how does Rex feel about Chicago? He's like, you know what? There are parts of him that's a little sour about how he was treated here. Is that what really gets to you as far as that?
There's definitely times where I felt like I should have been booed, and there's times where I shouldn't have been booed, and there's times when I felt like I was benched that I shouldn't have been, or like, you know, it was inconsistent, and you know, that's just life though. Like, I feel like it takes a lot of time for quarterbacks to develop, and the right coordinator and people around you, and the emphasis on what you do well. And sometimes it it worked, sometimes it didn't. But let's be honest. I mean, Chicago is a defense-based team.
Yeah.
That was their focus. And it was awesome. And that's why we went to the Super Bowl, if I'm being honest. Like, we were awesome on defense. And that's what the draft process was. That was everything focused on, let's run the ball and let's play great defense. And let's also throw the ball well, but let's worry about that after we fix what our identity is. And, you know, I mean, had I been drafted to Sean Payton in a dome, maybe it would have worked out better, but I don't give a I don't look about it. I think I don't look back at anything. I'm just grateful that I got to play in Chicago, in a great city, and go to the Super Bowl. And those memories are, you know, some of the best I'll ever have in my life.
Yeah.
So I look at it both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking for us, like we were talking about before, we're excited because to us, you're the most successful Bears quarterback of our lifetime. It's the truth. Like, you went to the Super Bowl. And, you know.
Yeah, we had a special year. And the cool thing about that is, like, during training camp, you know you're on a good team.
Yeah.
That is a fun thing. And then, like, throughout the first quarter of the season, when you know you're a good team, the locker room's fun. Everybody in the building kind of has a special feeling. And you just start stacking wins. And with a leader like Brian Urlacher, who's a Hall of Famer, and you feel like we're doing something special here.
Yeah.
And so it's what it's about, man. It's about playing great in the regular season and then stacking wins in the playoffs. And all of a sudden you're in the NFC Championship game. The snow's coming down. You're kicking the shit out of the Saints, and you're like, we're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it was a feeling I'll never forget. Like, those, I don't care if I'm 99. Like, I will always have those kind of memories. Driving back on Lakeshore to the condo we had up here, celebrating the fact that we're going to the Super Bowl, and then watching the AFC Championship game, seeing who we're going to play. Like, those are memories that'll stick with me forever.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
If that's so, the highest high you would say is after you beat the Saints.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, leading up to the Super Bowl is fun. 2 weeks, and you know, getting everybody tickets, getting everybody situated, but whatever. And then preparing for the Super Bowl, we practiced where the Hurricanes practice, and just like gearing up for it, going out, running out for warm-ups. Like, this is the Super Bowl. I'm the starting quarterback for the Chicago Bears in the Super Bowl, and I was just trying to get a scholarship to Florida. Like, this is insane. And I just, you know, my biggest regret is it was raining, because, like, I had so much other things to worry about and think about and grip and snap, and I just wish it was just like all Super Bowls should be played in a dome.
Dome, right?
Yeah.
Don't let the weather affect it.
Yeah. What was it like being on the sidelines for that opening kickoff where Hester brings it back?
Yeah, it was insane because, you know, just personally, you got a lot of mental preparation you have to do for 2 weeks to get ready for, and then, okay, we got the kickoff. Okay, here we go. It's time. I'm getting my mind right. Here, see the kickoff, and then I'm like doing all whatever I do before the
jitters,
before you run out, and then all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, there he goes. Touchdown, and then you gotta wait another like 20 minutes
to get on the field. Yeah,
but, like, to have a 7-point lead to start the game was insane. And then our first drive was all right. I think our second drive we went down, we scored. It was like 14-6. I feel like we got a good shot at this, and then the game was just it was a weird game.
It was.
Yeah.
So a lot of both teams, I don't think, played their best game, and it turned out to be whatever it was. But I have a few regrets in that game, but mostly, there's a lot of things that I would do in that game that in the moment, I thought were proper.
Yeah.
And like nothing aggressive or weird. It was like I tried to throw a back shoulder to Musa Muhammad on.
Yep.
He had a hitch and go. Defender was deep, and I thought he'd get eyes to it, and I'd throw a back shoulder. He kept going. the corner saw it.
Yeah.
Pick sixed it. The second pick slipped out of my hands. Just like little shit like that that messes up the game in a close, weird, kind of sloppy Super Bowl.
Hey guys, let's pause to talk about DraftKings. The NBA season tips off, and so does DraftKings' newest fantasy game. DraftKings Pick 6 is the easiest way to play for big wins, with every possession giving you a shot at real money. Franz Wagner, Alperen Sengun, DeJounte Murray with Pick 6. Their stats aren't just highlights. They're your way to get into the action this season. Here's how to play. Pick more or less on 2 or more stats and unlock the upside every game brings. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. No gimmicks, no convoluted rules. Just you, your gut, and a shot at big-time returns. The NBA moves fast, and with live picks, you can keep up, jump in as the game unfolds. Every bucket is a chance to chase that upside. I love betting the PRA.
Yeah.
Rebounds, assists. That's
I love the combo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Obviously, betting just points is always fun, or assists or anything like that. But I do love the combo. Pick 6 is available in Texas, California, Missouri, and more. New DraftKings customers get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball. Cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code StretchPod. That's code StretchPod. Play just $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Guys, Chevy Drive Chicago. They have everything you need to shop and buy smart at your local Chevy dealer. They got great styles. They have the latest tech. You'll look good and feel good about what you're driving. Now is the time to get into the Chevy family of EVs. Equinox EV, Blazer EV, and Silverado EV. Take advantage of all incentives today. Don't wait. Go to ChevyDriveChicago.com to find your local dealer and drive one today. Like I just said, the weather is turning.
Mm-hmm.
You need a reliable car.
Oh, when it was raining that day, just click that thing right in the 4-wheel drive. That Blazer is the best, the safest. And then when the rain goes away, a little crisp air, windows down, sunroof open. You got to get it going, Chevy Drive Chicago.
That's all you need. You don't want to be on the side of the road because your car broke down and you're freezing because there's no heat.
No, get it in there.
Yes, exactly. You got to get your Chevy now. So head to ChevyDriveChicago.com to find your local dealer today. And like I said, check out those family of EVs. They got the Equinox, the Blazer, and the Silverado EV. Take advantage of all those incentives, and you'll look good and you'll feel good about what you're driving.
Because that is one of those things that as fans sitting on the couch, you watch a pick 6 and it's like, it's like a miscommunication.
Yeah.
And we're all sitting here being like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah. So is that something that you're just like, I wish people knew more? You don't care?
No, fans are always right.
Okay.
I mean, they don't care about your excuses. They just want results. You know? Just win the game. Do what you're supposed to do. I don't give a shit about this or that. Just win the game. And honestly, we had plenty of chances to do it, and didn't get it done.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. But at the same time, like, hope you had a fun Super Bowl party.
We did.
It was great.
It was great. It was a great year. It was a great year.
That was a great year for all of Illinois.
Better than us not
sports.
being there. When's the last time you've been there since?
Right.
Have you had a Super Bowl party since? I don't think so.
No, we haven't.
No.
Yeah. So that's my response.
I got one with Jay.
One with I
think that's it, right?
One with Jay. One win since then. There's been one playoff win since 2006 in Chicago.
That's insane.
Yeah, they had their shot. I mean, Mitch had a pretty good team.
Yeah,
double
they
doink.
Got double doinked.
Yep.
But that team was pretty good. But it's rare that you have a special team, and unless you have just like a really damn good quarterback that was better than me, that is like commanding the offense like Mahomes, you just do it all the time, or Josh Allen, or you're gonna. But we had a special team that probably had a better chance than people give us credit for to actually win that game, and it's definitely a regret that we didn't play well or play better.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't. I don't think the Colts played well either. Really,
no,
it was just kind of a weird.
Right. It was a weird sloppy game.
Yeah,
Manning had how many picks? One?
What was it like going against that defense every day and in training camp where you're just like, holy shit, like this is miserable. These guys are so good.
No, actually, what made them so so great is pass rush, and then they played. They didn't blitz a whole lot.
Right.
So, as a quarterback, you can't touch the quarterback. So
you're fine.
I had plenty of time. But Brian Urlacher was the best player I ever played with. And he made it extremely difficult because he was the middle linebacker that could cover so much ground in the middle that all the zone just expanded for him, which made it so much easier for other people in zones. They had to cover so much less ground. And you had players like Peanut and Ash, what's his name? The corner. Vasher. Vasher had a great year, and people were – and then we had some, like, specialty pass rushers that were
Mark Anderson.
Mark Anderson was coming off making plays. So – and then obviously Devin Hester was like the X factor, the best to ever do it. But Brian Urlacher would be my starting middle linebacker on any all-time list ever.
Yeah. How much did it mean to you all the times that he defended you or guys in the defense when they had your back?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he was the leader of our team, and not in a vocal way, and just like what a cool guy, does what he's supposed to do, and he was a kind of positive vibes only, kind of a Barstool Sports logo. Like that was kind of his like deal, and when he was positive and just kind of cool and like getting everybody up, he would like, let's go get him. It was much better for me than a Ray Lewis type that was like, So it just fit well with our team and our locker room. And I've never been on a team, high school, college, or pro, that had just like better vibes that year.
I can't totally recall if it overlapped with you, but we've had Olin on here before, and he told the story where he was talking to Jerry Angelo, and he's like, hey, man, like, we need some help on offense. We need a wide receiver. We need this. We need that. And he's like, don't worry, big fella. I got you. We got you. And then they traded for Julius Peppers. Like, was there any move like that where you're just like, man, they're just not showing attention to our side of the ball?
Yeah, no, I mean, Jerry Angelo told me once, he was great, but like, he came from Tampa. Lovie came from Tampa, and Tampa won the Super Bowl from defense, and we almost did too. I'm not knocking the strategy. I'm just saying, I would talk to him, and he'd be like, look, we draft a bunch of players on offense. Anybody could play quarterback, right? I'm like, all right,
sure,
okay. It definitely helps for someone that I'm not a runaround guy that can do things, but we had great guys on offense. I'm not knocking the people we had, but the emphasis was definitely our strength, and our strength got us to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's just a strategy, and we got a bunch of free agent offensive line prior to that 2006 year, and they played great. We got Thomas Jones, and he was great. We drafted Cedric Benson super early, so both of them were great. I love Bernard Berry and his speed, and we got Musa Muhammad late in his career. He was good.
Yeah.
So we were, we had enough, and we were pretty damn solid, I would say. I think we were very, very solid that year on offense.
It wasn't a black hole of an offense. You guys at least would run the ball.
Yeah.
You knew you were getting that out of it.
Yeah. And occasionally we would crush people.
Yeah.
A lot of times that year. Yeah.
So, and our offense, I think, ended up like 7th in the league that year. So it was a perfect team build for, what they wanted, and it almost did the job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can't knock it. I just, selfishly, I'd like to be in a dome, 5 wide, throwing it all the time.
Yeah.
Very few teams are successful.
You
that
just
way.
missed a Bears dome by 30 years.
Right? Yeah.
How many different offensive coordinators did you have in that 6 years?
So Ron Turner was the Super Bowl year. He was there the year in 2005. So when I got there, Mark Stoops,
John Shoup,
and the Dick Duran. So they were one and done. Cordell played most of that year. I started the last 3 games and did pretty well. And then in the 3rd game of my 2004 season, I tore my ACL. 2005, the first preseason game back, I broke my ankle. I ended up starting the last couple games and started a playoff game in 2005 when Lovie's first kind of emergent year. And so I was, really just kind of had played a handful of games. And then my first full year starting, we went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then 2007, it wasn't that great. Got benched, came back, played pretty well. Came back 2008, and they went with Kyle Orton. And I was pissed about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
How was yours and Kyle's relationship?
Kyle's kind of a weirdo, but I like him. I mean,
he seems like a weirdo.
Yeah.
Good way.
No, I liked him at times.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a competitor.
Yeah.
He's a little bit of, he's a little bit of a weirdo. I liked him, but we're competing.
Yeah.
To this, if he came in, we'd hug it out. Like, he's cool. I like him, but that's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably would have beat him out if you went to Purdue. You never would have heard of him.
That's true.
yeah, he could sling it.
Yeah.
He's cool. I mean, he's definitely a solid NFL quarterback.
Yeah, had a good career.
And decent guy. But when you're like, there's only one spot.
Yeah.
There's going to be,
Yeah.
there was zero animosity between us, but
Yeah. You're competing.
There's natural kind of like,
How much lobbying did you do to get Hester to get more snaps and more touches on offense?
yeah, a lot. I mean, it actually worked out pretty good. He was pretty raw as a receiver. But I wanted guys that like knew when there was where to sit down in the zone.
Yeah.
But he was pretty good. I didn't get a chance to play with him a lot because that time had passed for me where I didn't play a lot when he was at wide receiver.
Yeah.
But he never ended up catching on anywhere as a wide receiver.
Right.
But the best to ever do it at kick returner, and he was a decent wide receiver, but just there's more talent than just being able to have the ball in your hands to play wide receiver.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there any member of the media where you're like, I just fucking hate that guy?
Barstool Eddie.
Yeah, I mean,
That's me.
It's definitely not
Big
Barstool
cat.
Sports. I understand everybody's. You gotta have an opinion, and when you're playing and you're like not solidified as a starter, where like public opinion can actually sway fans and things, and like, am I gonna start and all that shit, talk radio and all that stuff. You do start to kind of like what is the temperature, but like I just never got to the point where I was like I'm the starter and I can just say I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I had to give a shit and that sucked.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And so if the Super Bowl is the highest of the high, what moment in your career, Bears career, do you think was like the lowest spot? Like what hurt the most?
It was probably competing to start in the 2008 season. We had one of those like preseason practices in Soldier Field, and they like introduced everyone, and it was like a thunderous boo.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm fucking crushing it in training camp, trying to compete to like, I hadn't played a lot of football, but I'd already taken the team to the Super Bowl, and I'm competing with somebody, and there's just like a thunderous boo. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, like, it's the dichotomy of like, I had the best 6 years of my life and celebrate, threw a 70-yard touchdown pass in the playoffs to beat the Seahawks and overtime, had the great moments and then all the it's just like it's like an ex-girlfriend that you loved but it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Well, I don't know, obviously we don't speak for all fans, but speaking for some fans here, like we appreciate you for sure. like I said, you're the most successful quarterback of our lifetime.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes it's like you don't know what you have. You know, like I think that's part of it too, where it's like now it's like we went from Moses Moreno and these guys, and then it's it's you and Orton, and then it's been a lot of, and it's like I like Jay, but it's been a lot of like hard years, and it's like maybe, and I feel the same way about Jay, that he wasn't appreciated as much as he should have been in real time.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times like quarterbacks don't get enough time to develop, and like, but I understand, like, it's let's win now. We see the trajectory, and when the fans and the media they do have a lot of control and how they think, and it does weigh on the ownership and the coaching staff and things like that. But
so who do you think was making that call ultimately? Was it Lovie? Was it the OC at the time? Like how many people had their hands in that decition? In 2008.
I don't really blame anyone, but I just say, like, I tore my ACL, and they could have drafted somebody. I broke my ankle, and they could have replaced me. They stuck by me through thick and thin through that 2006 season. So when things were bad, but I mean things were also great. So they, it's not like they just were quick to pull me. I just think that in general, I just look back and say, I wish I had more time, but I think time ran out with the patience of it's kind of a whole, it's just like a whole thing. It's fans, it's media, it's general managers, it's coaches. Like they feel like it's time to move on. It's time to move on, and I get it. But at the same time, I also look back and like, I did some awesome things.
You did.
Yeah,
you
for
did.
Sure.
You really
I got
did.
drafted in the first round of the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Made some money.
Yeah.
Went to the Super Bowl. But I'm just glad that I got a chance to start on another team week 1 and played 5 more years. And, it's all a dream come true.
Yeah, of course.
It's like I'm 6'1", ran like 5-flat 40 from Indiana.
You could sling it though. You could sling it.
Yeah.
Can you still sling it?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
We're throwing one of these from the boat to the land.
Over the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, dude, I know we got to run. You got to get on a panel, but thanks so much. And I guess we'll kind of end with, I don't know how much you're still watching nowadays, but do you like our guy under center now?
I love him. I mean, I love him from like a fan's perspective. Like, there's quarterbacks that are on TV, and I switch the channel.
Okay.
This guy is fun to watch. It's all entertainment, right?
Yeah.
And you never know what he's gonna do, and he's gonna do something awesome, or take a dumb sack, or like scramble around and make a play. He's must-see TV, and he's only gonna get better.
Yeah.
I love it.
Great.
For sure. No.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm happy you're back. Hopefully you're having like fun when you're back here now. So
Absolutely. I love Chicago.
good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yes. Anytime you're in town.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, sounds good.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, buddy.
Yeah. That's it, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
See you next time.